Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi Tracy, this is Mr. Gemi, and as I promised to you yesterday, today we are going to do a science experiment to prove that the air can take up the space, yeah? And here are the things we need for today's experiment. The first one is the plastic tub, you can say, and make sure you also can put the water into the tub. And I think mine is not really full, but yours probably can be a little bit fuller. And the next one, we need some tissue here. Make sure you have enough tissue. And we need this one, the plastic cup, yeah, the plastic cup. And we also need this double tape. Mine is black, yours can actually be white, okay? And the last one, we need this thumbtack, or the pen, yeah? We need this in the second experiment. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so now we are going to start our experiment today. Okay, the first thing is, make sure you have already put the water in the top like this, and make sure it's really full. I mean, mine is not really full, but yours can make it a little bit fuller, yeah, once again. And then you get the tissue, make sure the tissues are dry, and you get the plastic cup like this. And before you put the tissue into the bottom of the plastic cup, make sure you have already put the the tape, yeah? My tape is black, so it can be seen in the camera. And then after you stick the tape here, then you can put the tissue down here to help the tissue stick and tissue won't fall. And before we do the experiment, make sure you push it really hard, and you can test it a little bit just to make sure the tissue won't fall. Okay, oops, mine is full. So weak. Okay. Alright. There you go. Okay. Alright, so if you are ready, now we are going to push it down into the water in the tub. And make sure when you are pushing it, you don't bend it a little bit like this. But it has to be really flat, yeah? It has to be really flat, not like this or not like this, but it has to be like this, okay? So if you are ready, let's do it. Slowly. When you are pushing it, you will have to find the pressure, you will have to fight the pressure from the water and from the bottle, and you have to keep it steady. Slowly, yes, until it reaches the bottom of the tub, and there you go. Mine has reached the bottom. And let's count until 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you don't move it, yeah, because if you move it, you're gonna feel, okay? So you have to keep it steady. Okay, after 5 seconds, you try to lift it up again, but slowly, yeah? Slowly, lift it up again. I know you're fighting with the pressure. Lift it up again until, there you go. Okay, now before you invert it back, dry it, yeah, dry it. And rinse it so the water falls, and if it is dry already, then you can get the tissue and touch the tissue. Is it wet or no? You can see from my tissue that it's wet or no. And the result is it's not wet, it's really dry, see? And if it is dry, it's a success, okay? And after you do this experiment, you can answer the questions in your book, page 17, workbook, page 17. Okay, my hands are really wet. Okay, look at this. Number 1, you have number 1 here. The questions, and also not number 1, but A and then B. A and B. Yeah, you try to answer A and B based on your observation, based on your result when you did the experiment. And after that, let's move to the second page, part B. Okay, let's continue with the second part, or let's say part B. In part B, the situation, the cup should be in the middle of being underwater. Yeah, so let's push it back again like before. And here I have already changed my double tape because before it was really weak. Now it's strong. So I put it back again to the bottom of the cup. Okay, like this. And let's push it slowly. Okay, until it reaches the bottom. Okay, if you have done this, keep it steady. Now it's time for you to use the thumbtack here, the push pin or anything that you have, as long as it's very sharp. Yeah, and then you make a hole on the bottom or at the bottom of the cup. Yeah, so your right hand, you hold it, your left hand, you make a hole, and then what's gonna happen? Oops, I'm not sure it's gonna work. Oops. You know what, guys? My cup is very weak. How can I make a hole? I'm still doing my best. Come on. I don't have enough time, you know. Okay, after it's underwater, now you need the push pin. You have to make a hole and pay attention with the water inside the cup. Yeah, so you push this and make a hole, and after you make a hole, you take it out, dilepas lagi, jangan didiemin di situ, nanti nggak ada yang terjadi apa-apa. Jadi setelah kalian tusuk lubangnya belakang, kamu tarik lagi, nanti ada sesuatu yang terjadi. Nih contoh ya, kalian lihat di gelas, di dalam gelas Mister ya, nanti akan terjadi sesuatu. Ini Mister tusuk dulu nih, jeder ya, Mister tusuk udah ya. Kalau sudah ditusuk dilepas, jangan didiemin ya, lepas. Lihat apa yang terjadi pada air di dalam gelas, bukan di luar gelas. Nah, dia slowly naik tuh guys, slowly naik. Kalian bisa pay attention, slowly naik, dan akhirnya sampai ke slowly naik, dan akhirnya mengenai si tisu. Akhirnya tisunya pun basah, siram bayam, mandi dia. Okay, that's it for today's experiment part B. I'm not sure I can make a hole. It's not gonna work. Tebal banget. Ini apa ya, 27.000 juga gak bakalan bolong. Masalahnya kan ya, botol plastik aku lemah banget hidupnya ya. 2 years later. Oh, it's working guys, So what happened sih? Udah. What happened? Okay guys, finally I can make a hole. It's really hard. Okay, sekarang kita coba cabut ya. What's wrong, man? Okay, after it's underwater. Okay guys, after it's underwater, ini kenapa meja jadi melewat begini ya? Oke. Ya pokoknya intinya nanti airnya naik gitu ya guys, karena nggak kelihatan aja. Oke, that's it from me. Bye, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.